I'm Brian Anderson, and joining me at the table, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. We've also got Allie LaForce bringing us reports. So New York will get their first possession. Here's Cunningham. Yep, that one goes. Well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Grant. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now here's Cunningham. They look to him to score consistently. Oh, big finish!
Wow!
Okay, I see you.
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Here's Irving, continuing to put up the points, averaging 14 per game. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
And solid pass from Cunningham. He has a good understanding for when the defense has overcommitted.
Pass to James. No good with the triple. Cunningham looking it over. Here's Knipple. Sends it home from three-point land.
I just love the ball.
When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, B.A., whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just feasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage.
Pass to Drexler. Back to Cunningham. Clock at 6. The floater. And the layup is good. Cunningham's got his second basket.
5 out of 5 to start things off. They certainly seem to be in a good rhythm.
Now, here's James. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
To the middle. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now here's Bryant. Checking the numbers, he's averaging close to 15 a game. Outside Walker. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Vucevic. Not enough on that one as it misses. And the Knicks with possession. They're on a 13-3 run. Cunningham with the ball. Pass to Drexler. Inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
And here's Bryant outside. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Selfless. Kyrie saw someone with a better look and dished it.
There's a screen. Pass to Knipple. Here's Gobert. Covered by Vucevic. Picked by Gobert. Here's Wiggins. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Irving is doubled to the inside. Pass to Vucevic. That one falls. He's now 1 for 3.
Now, Kyrie has the ability to rack up a ton of assists. He knows how to find the open man.
Cunningham outside. To the left side wing. And there's a pick. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond. Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Knicks out in front, leading by 9. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdowns for the Knicks.
They've made a point to take what's given to them in the mid-range. The jumpers are falling for them so far.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
New York shooting their first free throw tonight. And so he hits the technical free throw. And when it comes to taking an offense out of its rhythm, what are some of the primary methods, Grant?
Well, B.A., you have to disrupt their flow. That can come from steals, deflections, block shots, even change shots. Anything that makes them feel uncomfortable.
And Bryant, here we go. Oh, rejected by Wiggins.
There's the length from Wiggins. Got the ball up and redirected the shot.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Bryant outside. Second chance shot. The offensive rebound. And Williams punches it home.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
That's trailed by 10. Outside Carter. Bryant outside. And he lobs it up top. Toppin outside. Launches a three. It's rebounded by New York.
And sometimes on defense, we can just get lucky.
Wiggins throws it down.
I love it when Wiggins is aggressive on offense, especially when he's near the rim.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham. Has to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for. To be in the NBA, to be in these moments. I try not to shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says it's really helped me. Anytime I need to just reset, I can do it. Back to you.
Able to dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Pass to Williams. Now Toppin. Williams on the wing. Stolen by Wiggins. Here's Drexler. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. So both teams making some changes here. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. A 12-point game. Pass to Christie. Now here's Irving. Still no points. Now post from the arc. Can't hit that one. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And Toppin pulls it down.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Yeah, and Irving makes it look so easy. He really enjoys flexing on the defense like this.
The Knicks making a switch here. Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the night. That free throw good from Irving. Well, we get to see future Hall of Famer in Kyrie Irving tonight, Grant. What's his best skill?
I'll be honest, B.A. I've never seen a guard finish like Kyrie around the rim. He makes really difficult buckets look too easy.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Brooklyn making a switch here. Knicks leading by 9. 1:52 left in the first half. Jordan tipped back in for 2.
Great effort to turn the miss into 2 points.
Yes, sir. Those are the hustle points. Outside Irving. Out to the wing. Pass to James. Here's Christie. Knocks down the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And New York has possession. Here's Jenkins. LeVert outside. Here's Jenkins. Launches it from deep. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now, here is James. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Irving. And there's another one for Brooklyn.
I love seeing Irving's work in the mid-range, intelligent at reading the defense and recognizing when to take these shots.
Here's Green. Still without a bucket. New York working the ball around now. They set the pick. Down low. Champagnie, that's good. And the Knicks lead by 11.
Give credit to LeVert. The correct choice in the pick and roll. Sometimes it's best to just give up the rock.
Christie's shot is off. Pass to Jenkins. And stolen by Irving. The shot won't fall. And so it's New York, closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. Their entire defense is designed to stop LeBron right now, and that's been effective. We'll be right back after this word. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nets trail by 11. Outside Carter. Pass to Bryant. Drops in the 3. Bryant's got 6 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Cunningham outside. Here's Drexler. Picked by Gobert. And he drives in. The rebound by Carter.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
Here's Drexler. 7 points in the game. Wiggins for 3. That one is cash from Wiggins.
We all know Wiggins has put a lot of work into his 3-ball, and you see the results there.
Outside Carter. For 3, James. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
A clean start to the half for them, knocking down their first 3 shots.
Brooklyn foul. Hard-hit. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Cunningham outside. Up again. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 8.
Yeah, just what they needed from Gobert. Grabbing the rebound with those long arms and sending it back.
Here's Bryant. Banked it in off the glass. Bryant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Their execution after halftime has been excellent, making their first 4.
Pass to Drexler. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. New York shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And the technical free throw is good. A knockdown shooter if I ever saw one. Knipple is a constant threat on the perimeter.
Yeah, Knipple is a high-level floor spacer. He has a great feel for the game and makes solid reads. Plus, his strong frame allows him to match up with bigger wings.
Carter can't get it to go.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half. Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. There's the double team with Wiggins. 3-pointer. Walker's shot is off.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open. You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
New York leading by 11. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Drexler. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. How about the unselfishness of this team?
Yeah, the willingness to make the next pass has this defense scrambled.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Those who worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. Christie sinks it from distance. Christie's got his second bucket of the night.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
They set a pick to the paint. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
46.
Here's Irving. Count it. Irving's got 7 points.
They're really looking to that inside game here in the second half, getting away from taking a bunch of threes.
LeVert outside. The three. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Irving. Williams with the screen. Floats one. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Here's LeVert. That one drops for him. And the Knicks lead by 10.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
He got it up. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Huge three to cut it to single digits. They're hoping that energy carries into the fourth quarter here.
And fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for New York. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. Pass to Drexler. Back to Cunningham. Stolen by Bryant. James outside. Outside Walker. Shot clock at 5. And here's Bryant outside.
Come on.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gobert.
Brooklyn ball.
Pass to James. Back to Irving. James, right side. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Hits the trifecta.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Cunningham outside. Wide open. And it's cleared by Vucevic.
Now, I understand that
Oh! Huge slam by LeBron.
one of the most ferocious dunkers we've ever seen. James still enjoys putting on a show.
Cunningham on the wing. Stolen by Bryant. Inside to tie it up. The shot by James, no good. The Knicks with the lead. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback.
You want to talk about length? Gobert's arms go on forever. A major threat for putback slams.
Now here's Irving to the middle. Here's Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
And just shredding apart the defense with his passing. He's helping to pace this offense so well.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now here's Walker. Ooh, the three doesn't go. Knicks leading by 4. Stolen by Bryant. And here again, the Nets in transition. Up the court they go.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
LeBron! It's money from deep.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Cunningham outside. Six on the shot clock. Can't hit it.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
To take the lead. And the basket is good.
And after getting smoked earlier in this game, they battled back to take the lead.
That's what they needed from him, unaffected by the pressure.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there. Follow the game plan. We've got this.
As always, Allie, we thank you.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Gobert pulls it down. And so Cunningham will bring it up to New York. Trailing by 2. Here's Drexler. Outside Cunningham. They set the screen. Stolen by Bryant. All alone. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Cunningham. Now Gobert. 6 to shoot. Oh, yes! Whoa. Throw it down! Oh, he leaves no question.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
He's not going to let this game get away from him. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Well, how about the poise he showed there, making this a 2-possession game.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert. Williams rips down the board. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And so both free throws good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
We call that putting the game on ice. This one, oh yeah, that's over.
And he commits the intentional foul. He gets the first. And that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. This one belongs to Brooklyn. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.